All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of this video, guys. Right after this chart analysis, I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys that you won't want to miss. That's already up 10 to 20% since I mentioned it here on the YouTube and even on the Patreon on the weekly watch list, as well as the ticker symbols I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. The opportunities we found, we hit one home run of 20 to 25%. We hit others of 10 to 15% and even 5 to 8% on the day, guys. So if you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses. So here we are with Clover Health Stock, CLOV stock. It has actually plunged downwards, okay? Not only has CLOV fallen this hard, but also Wish, and they're the top sold and traded stocks. And it's just incredible to see them hit a peak, and then they've both fallen the same. So I think they indirectly are correlating right now due to the subreddit forums and all the Reddit forums about the apes and the bulls. And this was one of the top mentioned stocks for the last several days, and Wish was one of the top stocks yesterday going into today, and one of the top search stocks. So here we are with Clover Health in tug of war zone as well, and it's actually fallen into bearish territory. So what are we going to watch for, and what do we need to look for? The first thing is the 50-day moving average is 1938. Anything below it is bearish, anything above it is bullish. Our first support level here is down at 1681, and if that gets crossed, I would use this point here informally, 1486, as another support level to watch how it's doing between those areas, if the bulls are trying to reappear and bring it back up, or if the bears are tearing this one down fairly fast. Now, the first resistance level, once they cross the 50-day moving average, is up here at 2079, or if you want to round that up to 2080, they need to turn that into a support and pull upwards, but it's still in tug of war zone. So the next point I will look at is up here at $24, but most importantly, the highest point reach was up here at $28.82. That's the true goal that the bulls need to break through to reach newer highs, continue this rally, to go ahead and break through new resistance levels and pull further away from the 50-day moving average for the bulls to gain leverage. I look forward to seeing your thoughts on this one down below. How do you feel about it? Is this a setback, or is this a setup before the next run, or has it died down and it's going to go into further weakness? I look forward to seeing your comments down below on this one. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with a friend so they can receive the insight as well. And all I ask for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time, because I'm going to share with you guys a ticker symbol you won't want to miss, as well as the opportunities we found this morning. So the ticker symbol I have for us today is one that I've mentioned before on the Patreon and even announced here on the YouTube shortly after, just a few days later. Right now, the stock has jumped up a 10 to 15% jump, and it's currently pulling back and sitting in a consolidation period sideways. So we're going to look at that chart in just a moment. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the opportunities we found this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses. So we caught CKPT early on in the morning. It pulled back a little bit after hitting those lows. That's when it gave us the 5 to 10% opportunity. It bounced back up after hitting the 320s. NAPT was our worst performer of the day, giving us 3 to 5% on the day after jumping back up. And XERS gave us 5 to 8% after pulling back at the bell and jumping up pretty fast in a matter of 10 minutes. Now, WORX was our home run of the day. We caught this one pretty early. It didn't have a lot of volume, and it had been jumping 10% twice in the last several minutes in that morning. So the volatility was huge. I saw an opportunity here, and this was getting close to becoming a home run after it hit like 10% plus, and all of a sudden it took off even higher. So we're going to look at the chart right now, and why it's so important that timing and execution is everything, but knowing where to look gets you started, and from there on out, you need to look at the charts. So when I mentioned it, it was at 221. It was pulling back, still above the 50-day moving average, hit a low here of about 198 and shot up to a high here, right? The highest point of 247, and right here was 245, giving the highest point of the day a 20 to 25% jump. The highest point was 25%. It was phenomenal for the day on a Wednesday with all the volatility going on in meme stocks and all the stocks overall. All these short squeezes jumping up, pulling down. This turned out to be a home run for the day. Phenomenal. If this is something you want to become part of and you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to. The link is down below to the Discord, and we look forward to having you join us. So, what stock do you want to add to your watch list? Well, this stock is one that I've talked about. Let's go ahead and look at it here together. Back on May 16th, and it was Affirm Holdings, guys. AFRM. We're going to look at the chart together in just a moment. But, interesting enough, back on May 16th, I was talking about CLOV as well. So you get to know about stocks way before these squeezes happen. Now, I didn't know that it was going to be a squeeze like this. I was going off of the history of the chart that it had given us 10 to 30% jumps before, and it was heading towards the 7s. It went a little bit lower. It was sitting in the 7s when I talked about it, and this pulled back. And from that point forward, whoever held patiently, it jumped up, giving them 100% all the way up to 200% since then. So if you want to know stocks I'm watching weekly as well, once you join the Discord, you get access to my weekly and daily watch list. Now, Affirm Holdings, we were talking about it as it was pulling downwards, and you're going to see it here, right? Back here, it was at $54. The lowest point it had recently hit was 47, and it actually took off higher than that when we look at the chart now. So this already gave 10 to 20% since that point. Well, a little bit closer to 10 to 15, but almost above 15 as well at its highest point, and it's pulling back down now. So this is a great time to actually be watching this stock if you don't have it already on your watch list. Why? Because this stock has long-term potential. Now, if we go ahead and put here the 30-minute, we can go back to when we first talked about it. It was at this point, pulled back down to 50, pulled back down to 49. That was very interesting how I even talked about it here. You know, back in January at 49 a share, it was when the IPO happened. If it got closer to that, very interesting, certainly happened. And from that point forward, it took off to $65. So when you do the math, that right there was definitely close to 10 to 20%, 15 to 20% in that jump, catching it either on the 50s, the 49, all the way to the peak of 65. Now, the stock is in a slight consolidation period because when you zoom out, yes, it doesn't look like it's consolidating. It's going straight up, but the way it's pulling back, it almost seems like it's going to kind of sit in a sideways movement, forming a consolidation or go into further weakness, right? Now, if it does consolidate, this is a great time to watch it and understand this stock. If it continues to pull back, the opportunity is becoming even bigger. But if it doesn't do that, which would be the best case scenario, it will slightly consolidate, pull back, and all of a sudden start to go back up. Now, I'm not saying it's going to go straight up like that. Obviously, it has to kind of consolidate, form like a staircase effect, and work its way up. As you see here, taking its time. It won't happen overnight. This is a long-term stock, in my opinion. But you definitely want to do your research and due diligence to understand this stock and why you want to add it to your watch list. But as always, guys, this is information to enlighten you guys on what stocks I'm watching, why I'm watching them, and why I see an opportunity. It is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you to buy, sell, or hold any of these positions, but I am here to share with you guys what I'm seeing and what others may overlook, right? Because there's so many ticker symbols out there, and sometimes we don't even know or we miss them. So we try to catch them before they run. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.